DuckTales Season 3, Episode 16, The First Adventure.
I have a fun fact about this.
Ooh.
That is not the Donald from the last time we saw the flashback of him. Because the voice actress died last year?
Aw. That's sad.
Right after, I think July of last year. July 26th, if I remember correctly.
Aw.
The interesting...
She was the original voice of the triplets in the original DuckTales.
Yes. And of course, the title is a reference to the first Avenger. Because we're going back in time and whatnot. I think that's what that would be the thing that
I
would
did
be.
not catch that.
That's what I'm thinking, because, it's Disney. And
it does make sense. That does make sense now that you say it. It didn't click with me before.
Yeah, it just, I mean, I may be off base completely, but it is sort of funny to think about.
No, it makes sense. It just didn't click with me before.
Yeah.
And if I were a villain, well, he's not he doesn't claim he's a villain. If I were a villain, I think Bradford is the Huey if Huey went dark.
Yeah.
If Huey lost all hope that the world could be saved.
It's like I just want to conquer the world, to save the world. Can't you understand that?
Yes, I want to stop chaos.
I'm sorry, but I'm thinking Kyle Hill now with the I'm not a supervillain.
That's what all the supervillains say.
Yes.
Hashtag not a supervillain.
But I like that kind of super. He's an incredibly boring supervillain. But
the best stories, the villain is a hero of their own. They aren't intentionally a villain.
They've gone down the wrong path. They foil. They're a lot like the hero, except for they have one or two major things that have knocked them off. They have similar sort of ideas, but they've been knocked off into a different direction because of the way they are.
Yeah, they're just misguided.
Yeah. They're not cackling evil, sort of villains. They're just sort of I'm doing the right thing. And it's debatable, it's on some cases, like as much as Scrooge puts the world in danger from time to time, but he also saves it, so
yeah.
It goes back and forth.
But I mean, at the same time with that, he wouldn't have to save it if he didn't put him in danger in the first place.
Yeah. But sometimes you need that bit of danger to really sort of to actually save it. You need to put it in danger in order to save it, because if you leave it going the way it is, it'll gradually fall apart. But if you put it in a little danger now, you can pull it back up and it'll be fine for a long. You'll resolve the problem.
Yeah.
But
let's see. What would I write on the papyrus?
No sexy naked dance parties.
I was just gonna ask for a lifetime supply of pizza.
Oh.
That would all fall on your head and crush you at once.
I mean, that technically is a lifetime supply.
Exactly.
Yes. It would
a very short lifetime.
Okay, fine.
Just like
Or it could just give you the lifetime supply, but just it falls on your head.
Okay, how about this? A lifetime supply of pizza that's normally delivered to me once a week, one pizza at a time.
Yeah, then they'll send you 2 pizzas at once, and you'll have to wait 2 weeks.
Eh, I've seen worse.
But yeah, it seems like to me it's one of those things. It's a monkey's paw sort of situation.
Yeah.
You
Or
have to be really
gee,
careful how you, like Bradford said, you have to be really careful how you word it because it's very literal.
Although it
And
kind of makes me wonder, what would happen if instead of writing something, you drew pictures on it?
that would be an interesting question. Like, it was ancient Egyptian, so therefore one would presume that they utilized hieroglyphs instead of instead of an alphanumeric system. Therefore, I mean, those were technically letters, but at the same time they were pictograms. So
Yeah,
if you drew pictures, it would still be probably representative of whatever it is. Presume.
if you drew a pizza, it just gives you a pizza that looks exactly like that.
Let's hope you're a really good artist.
Yeah.
What
like,
I
oh,
find,
this looks
Or it
nice,
makes
like
it out of
shit.
something inedible like wood.
Ugh.
or paper.
Yeah, or paper. Yeah.
That's slightly edible.
Yeah, it's high in fiber.
But yeah, it seems to me that the papyrus is better if you have a very, very simple but very, you know,
Direct.
the simpler the request, the easier it is, and
Yeah.
you and if you take that simple request but then add the conditions to it, because you're gonna start with a simple request, but you're gonna have to add conditions to it in order to make it
Yeah.
appear in the way you want it to. So keeping it very simple is best.
I did think it was an interesting origin story though, as far as Bradford goes, because it was a nice little workaround on how they didn't realize Bradford was a supervillain.
Yeah. Well, it was one. Yeah, you got to give Bradford, respect for being very clear and very literal with his request of the paper. And it's like,
Yeah,
yes, you will forget that I was ever here, you know. And so it's
not
very, or
nothing.
whatever the exact phrasing was, but his exact phrasing was
No, I
good
mean
enough that
nothing
the
misconstrued, nothing that can be twisted and warped into something horrible or horrific.
yeah, the
Just
simpler and humbler the request, the easier it is for the papyrus to make it happen. Um, and so,
well, not easier, just
well, the easier to
less
get it
likely you
right. The
are to
easier to
fuck
get it
it up.
right.
Yeah.
Start getting too complicated, it starts getting, out there. But
Just made me think of the all those stereotypic jokes about if I had if you had a genie, what would you wish for? Type scenarios.
yeah,
Or that one where one guy asks for, I'll give you 3 wishes, but you have to split them. Okay, I wish I was on an island with beautiful women everywhere, and he disappears. And then the second guy is like, I wish I had a mansion with a pool full of alcohol, and it's like, boom, that happens. And then the third guy's like, man, I'm lonely. I wish my friends were here.
and then
I'm going to kill you. Oh, Now this is just me hypothesizing or whatever. I think I now know what Scrooge's feathers for.
Oh, to make a clone of him to make a proper heir.
Yep.
That is a good idea. Good thought.
I
could be
think, but it'll end
completely
up
wrong,
being that
though.
it doesn't work for him. Like he can't find the clone, can't find it because he's not like Scrooge. Scrooge is not choosing him as an heir. He's chosen Della and Donald as his heirs. So
Yeah.
it'll come into that. That'll be part of the resolution of that. You're not a true heir to just because you're you know you're copied from me. You know, but
Because technically anybody can be your heir. You don't have to be genetically related to them,
Yeah.
but you do have to will it over. Like there were people whose cats were their heir, who left
What?
everything to their cats when they died.
and Scrooge has one.
No, wait a minute.
Louis won't shut up about it.
Yeah.
No, I just thought of something. If it's a clone of Scrooge, it's technically Scrooge, and that clone could name an heir.
True. Or it could be some mind control or something to control Scrooge into naming Bradford as his heir.
Oh, this just seems so interesting. I can't wait to see what actually happens.
Yeah, it's
I know.
definitely it's a Chekhov's gun. It's there for a reason.
Yeah.
Don't know when it's gonna hit. Probably at the end of the season, whatever the finale is. I don't know how far out.
I just hope it's not a freaking cliffhanger.
Oh god, I hate those.
And then they get
Oh my
canceled.
gosh, I just recently rewatched Class because I had gotten the Class set on Big Finish, and I realized it's been 4 years and I remember absolutely nothing about the series, so I went to rewatch the series and they left it on a fucking cliffhanger that never ended. I mean, that never concluded. They like literally left about 7 different storylines completely hanging, and it's been 4 years. They discontinued the series with 7 different things just dangling there. And I'm like, what the fuck?
But yeah, we'll see that eventually.
So my question is for the Duck universe. Do you like when you reach a certain age just like stop aging?
No, you see, Scrooge has all sorts of magic shit that going on with him. If you notice, Stella would be about the right age.
Yeah.
She's
She and Donald
like-
have aged normally.
yeah, she and Donald aged normally. Mrs. Beakley aged normally. Hence why she's a grandmother.
Mm.
Most of the characters in there, the only ones who haven't aged fully are
Goldie and Scrooge.
Goldie, Scrooge, Rocker Duck, and Duckworth. Duckworth is a ghost.
So yeah,
Rocker Duck-
not aging is a thing.
Duck for his youth.
I mean, forgive me. I forget her name, but the claw villain person, she seemed
Karen.
to age. She seemed to age well.
She did age well, but don't forget, she is a cyborg now.
I thought she just had the one arm thing.
Well, she does have the one arm, but also super villain, so she obviously takes care of herself.
True.
Yeah, and she might have been through some shenanigans as well.
And exactly, she's a super villain, so some shenanigans, but also she is a super spy. Spies age more slowly because of the intense care they take of themselves. Have you not seen Burn Notice?
It's been a while.
But yeah,
Mikey Weston was doing freaking upside down sit-ups just out of boredom.
But yeah, so yeah, most of them can be explained with shenanigans. Like Goldie, Rocker Duck, and Scrooge, we know for certain have had shenanigans. Um, but I'm sure she's had, yeah, uh, she probably had shenanigans along the way too at some point. But yeah, it's
Yeah.
And
yeah.
she shenanigans, and she's a spy.
And we got to see Donald's first rage out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Although
so
I still
cute.
wonder because he still had his normal voice after his first rage out. What is it that caused him to go from "Hey, I'm a cool goth kid" to
He just followed a cricket or something.
he just raged out so hard that he ripped out his throat?
No. My sudden headcanon is okay. He went from sort of that goth emo phase or whatever it was that he was supposed to be because he was wearing sort of a Nirvana T-shirt. But anyway,
God,
okay,
probably.
he goes metal
Oh
and he
God.
becomes a lead singer for a metal band, and he destroys his throat singing metal.
Fucking scream, man. Fucking screamo.
I was thinking metal just because
Well,
I
screamo
want
is
to see Metal Donald.
screamo is a type of metal.
It's
But
like, you look
It's like
familiar.
metal.
You look
It is like
familiar.
heavy metal.
Ah, the Christmas party.
yes.
Yeah. I love that. He's no, he can't find out. I know you. You're from the Christmas party years ago. How you doing? Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, I might have just been imagining things, and but like in the first season, wasn't there 3?
Yes, there
It's
were.
okay. So I did imagine that.
3 what?
There, there are in the original fowl that came from the original Darkwing Duck. Fowl is 3 is like the leaders of fowl are 3 silhouetted birds. One is a buzzard. The other is they're like 3 different heights and stuff. I can't remember what they look like exactly offhand. But yeah, there are 3.
Oh no, I meant like wasn't there like 3 Bradleys in the first season being Scrooge's advisors?
Oh, other buzzards. Yeah,
Yeah.
his accounting or
His accounting team. There were 3, and that was a nod to the 3
Okay.
birds from Fowl in the original.
Okay, I was just kind of thinking, wait, did they just forget about them?
I would be interested to see where they get the other ones, you know?
Oh, they're just brought on by Bradford. He trusts Bradford, so
So
Yeah. No, I mean as far as where Bradford got them.
yeah. So, I mean, we've already like hypothesized on the papyrus because, of course, that's the item that Bradford's going after. Because why would they show us that episode? Question is, what are they gonna do with it? My guess would be Bradford's gonna be like, get rid of all chaos and stuff in the world or something.
He probably would wish for magic to not exist. Because magic is chaos.
Yeah, well, let's hope he doesn't ask for magic to never have existed because that will like cause a
Create a
weird
paradox.
loop. Yeah.
But no, he oh yeah, in the new fowl they are 3 buzzards. Like the new foul picture. I'll send in the chat
Yeah.
the classic and the new. The first one, as long as it sends in the right order, is the original from Darkwing Duck. And the second, wait, what? Damn it. Did not save as the right. I just image searched it on Google.
So one thing I have to admit, when Della first came on, I thought to myself, Webby looks different.
Well, there we go. There's the proper image of it. So yeah, that's the original foul on the bottom, and that's the DuckTales foul on the top.
Yeah, it was like, Webby looks different. And wait, is that Huey, Dewey, or Louie?
Well, it would have to be Dewey if Webby's there.
See, I'm trying to think. It's always nice to have a pirate fight with a skeleton bird.
When I saw that, honestly, my first thought, like when I saw the pirate ship and stuff, my first thought was the that photo, that picture that they had in the first episode of Donald and Della and in Scrooge's garage. that was
yeah.
I saw that because Easter eggs and shit.
Easter eggs are fun.
They are, but they can be really messy.
They can.
Yeah. And they're cracked when you dye them. You get like colored eggs. Like the egg itself is, you get like green streaks in the egg, and it looks really weird. They're still fun to devil, though.
Oh yes.
Tangent. Speaking of tangents, although technically this is a tangent based off of a tangent based off of a mental jump, I was just at work. My manager's like, she's literally married to Doctor Who. They're referring to me. I'm like, I'm Osgood. I'm not like River. Which went completely over her head.
Let's see.
Her point.
I have nothing more on episode.
Yeah, I think I've run out about all of that.
It was it did give you clues as to it was a nice coherence to the gummy bear episode, the magic juice episode.
Oh yeah.
Because it shows her arm disappearing again when she falls off the cliff. Like, she really needs to get a better attachment for that arm, I swear.
Oh yeah. Just ask the Winter Soldier. Yeah, so that's all I have. Please like, comment, subscribe, ring the little bell thing, I guess, whatever that thing's for. And to anybody...
It's to personalize notifications.
I know, it's just being silly.
Yeah.
And to anybody still watching, there will be no stream next week for it is Turkey Day, and I want food.
I get food every day.
Oh, not look at you.
All right.